for all my wonderful cups of tea. So I kind of changed the setup a little bit because I've been suffering from legs falling asleep syndrome or sleepy leg syndrome. I think that's a better word for it. So I was usually sitting on the floor and I put my thing up but my legs would be falling asleep because I would be sitting here ranting, talking, and even if my videos are like 10 minutes, I'd be sitting down for like 20, 30 minutes, sometimes an hour. So yeah, like I said, bump that. And I went and I got a little chair. I'm sitting on a chair. You guys can't really see it. Like you might see the arm. There we go. And I got myself a little chair and now I'm sitting so I can talk to you guys like this. Sometimes I might switch back to the floor thing depending on what style I'm trying to do. But since I'm just doing a talking thing, I wanted to sit here and just kind of talk to you guys and try this out. I'm literally trying new things as I go when it comes to my YouTube channel, even though I know some of you guys do like that. And I thank you and I love you guys because that's how you are. So, moving on. So, you've started Lolita. What do you do? Where do you start? Where do you go? I know I'm not dressed in Lolita. I don't care. I want to talk about it. Best thing to do for yourself is find a group on Facebook. Any group that you can find, literally any group you can find. It doesn't have to be one in your area or anything like that. Just find a group. There are communities that are or groups on Facebook that are specifically there for you to ask questions. So you can ask as many as you want. Write a list. Take a chance, just write a list and then just post that whole list out so that way they can see what's going on and be like, okay, so she needs to know where to buy, what to get, things like how to build a cord, things like that. So that's where you start. A group is always very, very helpful. Once you've established, getting a group and everything, finding a group to help you answer all your questions, start looking for items that fit your style. So then join another group where they sell Lolita. And trust me, there are plenty of places that do sell Lolita. And then there are also places that sell Loliable items. So it doesn't matter where you get them from as long as you yourself are satisfied with them. So you can go to, honestly, there are a ton of sites, of course, Angelic Pretty, Baby the Star Shine Bright, Alice and the Pirates. They have those big lists. You can always go to Bodyline if you're more budget conscious. And I'm definitely eventually going to do my Lolita on a budget video. I'm just making sure I have enough points out there, but I'll get to that. I will say start with accessories. That is the best tip I will ever give to anyone. You're welcome. All you really need is just a nice circle skirt that's able to poof out. Or any skirt really that can just kind of take the poofish. And a nice little blouse or a nice chic top. That's it. There, you're done. And then literally it's accessories. So, of course, get a headband, get a bow, maybe get 2 bows, get a ton of things. Then, you get your necklaces, buy wrist cuffs, buy shoes, buy a nice bag, buy a cool bag. But literally accessories make the cord. It's not just the dress, buy socks, buy things. Because literally it's just clothes. Remember that. They're just clothes. At the end of the day, they're just clothes. What you're going to have to do is try to stick with what you have first, because of course, buying takes a while. and then literally go get accessories to work on it, because literally accessories make the cord, not just the dress. Remember that. After that, then you will, look into the idea of trying to find people from your area to have a community nearby, which is awesome. However, if you are not from here, or like if you're from a different area in Canada, there are people in other areas of Canada that love Lolita but can't be a part of a Lolita community because there aren't enough people in their area to start a group, or it's just one of those things like, that lone survivor type thing. So you're going to have to probably join a group that is in the closest town to you. We also have people who live in Montreal who come to see us. We have people who live in Toronto who come to see us, or we go there to Toronto, or we go to Montreal, and it's literally a fun time. Try your best to see. If not, you can't find someone in your city, say you live in a very rural area or a place where it's not common. Try to aim for people in your state. If you live in the US, there are people in your state. So I'm gonna give an example, but it is not true, because I know, say you live in California, because I know California actually has a thriving Lolita community. But say you live in a specific city in California, you might not get to see other people, find people in your community. So you're gonna have to go to maybe LA or San Francisco to go meet other Lolitas. Or they might have a thing where it's where all the Lolitas of California can go and meet up. So it's something like that. Or they might, if you live in Europe, they might have things for a specific country in Europe, or specific cities and things. It's just, there are a lot of options and opportunities. And on top of that, there are even more. Let's say that you still can't find anybody, any Lolita groups or whatever. Join a J fashion group that is in your community or nearby your community, because J fashion groups do meetups and stuff like that, and you'll meet people who are in Fairy K, Lolita, Decora, a bunch of various fashion. I know I missed a couple, but you'll see other people and they have meetups, and you can go in Lolita, and trust me, there are plenty of people. If they're a J fashion enthusiast, they probably have heard of Lolita. They definitely have heard of Lolita, or will will be able to offer you a couple of tips and tricks on how to do these things. Honestly, after you do all of these things, these are a great start. So I think, what did I talk about? I said, find a group on Facebook just to answer your questions. It doesn't have to even be in your country. Trust me, they have lots of communities where they answer questions. Then find a community closer to you, whether it's your state, your country, your city, your nearest city. Don't forget to accessorize, because literally accessories can build the cord, not just the dress. If all else fails, find J fashion enthusiasts, and you definitely will be heading on the right track. And worst comes to worst, you guys have a question, comment down below, and I will always, try my best to answer for you guys. I will always try my best to answer for you guys, okay? Comment down below, give this a thumbs up, and of course, don't forget to subscribe. Bye, my tika.